Are you looking forward to Roman Reigns becoming the new WWE Heavyweight Champion? Are you looking forward to maybe Paul Heyman turning on Brock Lesnar and managing Roman Reigns? Well, if you are, and you answered all those questions, then there's a problem. His promos. And it being choreographed wrestling, who do you think comes up with these motherfucking promos? Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He's the one that cuts the goddamn promos for the guy. That's why everybody thinks he sucks on the microphone. Why is Vince cutting promos? He didn't cut promos for Rock. He didn't cut promos for Undertaker. He didn't cut promos for fucking, Austin. He didn't cut promos for Shamrock. He didn't cut promos for Batista. But he does cut, I mean, he probably has, but he's cut promos ever since the company went out of business. The WCW and the ECW ones. That day, wrestling died. A lot of that good stuff died. Let me explain. Survivor Series 2001, WWF abolishes the ECW and WCW alliance. And who returned the next night? Ric Flair. Then later was the NWO. Then it was Hogan's, short but amazing run in 2002. The fan reaction was insane. Then it was Scott Steiner. Then it was Goldberg. And then, of course, now it's Sting. It was Brock Lesnar. It's all of these people. Why do you think Bret Hart, Vince McMahon multiple times? And, Rock multiple times. Austin just returns for, to stun some guy for Tough Enough to do something for the WWE. Why do you think they keep bringing back all these huge names? Because Vince McMahon waters down his roster. Vince McMahon doesn't give a fuck about anybody on the current roster. It's like, well, you're good, but we gotta water you down a little bit. Or that girl's good, but we gotta fucking, water her down. Like they done with Paige, like they done with Wade Barrett, like they done with fucking Sheamus. They done this shit with Roman Reigns. Fuck that shit. Why is Vince cutting promos for these people? If they have the ability of the charisma of a Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, let them go out there and cut a goddamn promo. It's not really that fucking hard to do if you think about it. But Vince McMahon is so corporate, it's so PG, it's so watered down that ever since 2001, they needed all these guys. But you'll say, well, Charlie, they would bring back the legends, multiple times in the, in the 90s and the 80s. They didn't bring back no legends in the 80s because everybody was a legend. Everybody was their own individual. Randy Savage had his own personality. Hogan had his. Bruno was wrestling for a limited time. He had his. Larry Zbyszko's in the Hall of Fame. He had his. All the Japanese and Mexican stars and the British people, they all had theirs. Everybody has their own charisma back in the day. The British Bulldogs and all that shit. The Steiner brothers, Demolition, the Road Warriors. These guys all had their own charisma. Vince McMahon wasn't right in this fucking bullshit. They were telling him, go out there and do it. It's choreographed today. When back then it was kayfabe. Nobody was allowed in the back. They would do news stories to try to expose it. So it's been exposed for a long time. And ever since then, you have this guy. You have that guy. You have this girl, that girl. It's all watered down. So Roman Reigns, basically Vince McMahon is telling Roman Reigns, you're going to say this. And Roman Reigns goes out there and cuts these ridiculous promos. For instance, Vince McMahon, and it's not going to happen. He wanted to take Adrian Neville, the great British star, and he wanted to turn him into a Mighty Mouse character. I've never saw Mighty Mouse. I've heard of it. I've heard Jim Cornette call it a Mighty Mouse show. Mighty Mouse. Like Mickey Mouse, probably, maybe a second coming or whatever, maybe a ripoff, I would imagine, with the mouse. But I'm thinking, like, is Vince McMahon on fucking heroin? Has this guy lost his fucking goddamn mind? What is Mighty Mouse? And then they said no. Because the fans would shit all over it. We shitted all over the fucking Shockmaster. We shitted all over Glacier. We shitted all over Meat, who was Sean Stasiak, the Gobbledygooker, Papa Shango, the fucking Mantars of the world. These characters are garbage. Sparky Plug as Bob Holly, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, Double J, A, double R, E, double T. All these characters were trash. I loved it. Back in the day, wrestling was so it was so good. And then the Attitude Era came, and then Nitro came, and all the corny shit went out the window. And Shawn Michaels became the Heartbreak the Heartthrob, the Heartbreak Kid, the Rule Breaker, DX, Triple H was in DX, China was in DX. All these guys were great. It started evolving. And now, back when I was a teenager, I was getting soft pornography, not really, but almost, with all the girls taking their clothes off, the Godfather's hoes, the Nitro girls, and all that. And, now I'm fucking almost 30 come July, and I'm getting all this fucking corny-ass bullshit that I didn't ask for. I never asked for fucking Cameron or the Funkadactyls. I never asked for Alicia Fox, the wedding planner. That's how she came in for Edge and Vicky Guerrero. I didn't ask for Vicky Guerrero, but I do respect her because she knows how to get heat. It's like Sunny. She wasn't a wrestler. She would go in there and interfere and do that. You don't have no more. You have AJ Lee and Paige. Two Divas is not going to fix the entire roster, but those two are great. Because for every Trish and every Lita, you had a Molly Holly. You had a Victoria. You had a Gail Kim. You had a Tori Wilson. You had a Stacy Keibler. The Kitty Cat, if you want to put her name in there. Ivory. All these people. Jazz. Jacqueline. You had all these people. So, and now you don't have fuck all. You have fucking, at least, hardly any good girls. Let's bring Sasha Banks up to the roster. Let's bring Becky Lynch up to the roster. Let's bring fucking, Bayley up to the roster. And fucking Alexa Bliss, my girl from Ohio. Bring her ass up to the roster. Then we're gonna water them down. Yeah. Now, fuck you, Vince McMahon. This is the guy that's a genius. And all the shitty names he come up for, the Mutilator, the Ringmaster, Rocky fucking Maivia. Hell, The Rock was Flex Savannah when he was training. I mean, this guy is not a fucking goddamn... Kane was a fucking dentist in 95. Yeah, this guy's a real genius. Hulk Hogan became Hulk Hogan down in the AWA, not in the WWF. Okay? Because he went through different territories. This guy killed all the territories. This motherfucker is built to WrestleMania. You have supercards. You had supercards. All the best wrestlers would come into one town and they would wrestle in a supercard. You have WrestleMania, which is what that supercard was before WrestleMania was even a fucking number, and now you just have all this corny ass fucking bullshit. That's what Vince McMahon does. He doesn't give a fuck about wrestling. He's a fucking idiot. This guy sucks. So what you got is a corny product. You got fucking Hornswoggle, the fucking that other goddamn midget. Sheamus will return, and hopefully he'll do a heel turn. John Cena, like I said, this guy looks like he's been butt fucked by fucking Sherwin-Williams or other painting companies. Whitewashing everybody. I mean, John Cena is the reason that WWE is fucking garbage today. The reason that it sucks. It's not Roman Reigns. It's not Brock Lesnar. It's because John Cena bends over and takes it in the ass from the corporate Vince fucking McMahon. Because John Cena's a pussy. John Cena's the fuckboy of the WWE. I mean, the guy has, you get a bucket of paint. He has the bucket head like it's paint. All he needs is the fucking handle. With those big fucking Dumbo ears of his, and his goddamn khaki shorts, and his goddamn gay-ass fruity pebble-colored fucking shirts, and his fucking sneaker shoes or whatever. Fuck that shit. You can wear Jordans from fucking 1998. It's not going to make you cool. LeBron James or any other fucking athlete, Kobe Bryant, those guys are cool. Okay? The New England Patriots winning, that was cool for like the millionth time, but whatever. They're good. The New England Patriots are the bomb. And people like them. Some people don't, but they're good. Roman Reigns is like the New England Patriots in one. Once this guy is better when he gets the ability to cut a better promo on the mic, he can become a mic man. Triple H, it took him a couple years, but Triple H had to cut these corny fucking promos. Back in the day it was different. The guys were original. An alcoholic drink like Vanica's original, so they'll come up with different colors. So, people they like originality. Stone Cold was original, but he ripped off the Sandman because he drank the beer. Who gives a fuck? Sandman couldn't fucking wrestle. So he took that element out. He had a lot of Dr. David Schultz, a lot of the Rebels back in the day. They kind of eclipsed some wrestlers. Some of them maybe like Ric Flair took Buddy Rogers, but whatever. Hulk Hogan took Billy Graham. The Rock took Don Morocco, the original Rock. But so what? But they were a lot better. You know, it's okay if you take a little bit, but not to jack him off like Ryback. He looks like Goldberg. So, you know, Ryback, I like Ryback. I don't have a problem with him. I just don't care for him as a wrestler. He's a good guy. Mark Henry's a good guy. I don't care for him as a wrestler. Kane and Big Show are good guys. I don't like them as wrestlers. They're fucking garbage. You have too many part-timers in this goddamn company. Too many of them. Them motherfuckers need to get the fuck out of here. Straight up, Kane, Big Show, J&J. You know, Brock Lesnar. I don't care if Sting's there. Ooh, goddamn. 21%. Ooh, Sting's a fucking man. With ice, that shit is strong. You know, now I'm gonna forget everything. No, gotta get rid of part-timers. Undertaker, this dude is dead. This dude is fucking garbage now. People are like, you're dissing the other dude. Shane Douglas made fun of him for being like this undead character. It's kind of what he is, retards. It's such a bunch of bullshit in the WWE. Why can't, you know, Charlotte Flair? She's like Ric Flair in the ring, but she's amazing. She has natural selection. She's beautiful. Okay? You have, oh, that motherfucking phone. You know, you have all these different characters, but Vince McMahon wanders them down. In NXT, they're like fucking amazing. And then they come to Raw, and in like 3 months, they become like fucking retarded bitches. They become retarded characters. Like, you know, let's be honest. Bo Dallas, you know, the original Bo Leave. Honestly, I know they didn't in the show believe that or whatever, but honestly, Bo Dallas could have ran with that shit, the inspiration thing. But R-Truth buried him in July, so last year, so fuck it. Bo Dallas was Leo Kruger. He was a fucking man. He was a great wrestler. You know, they do everything to these wrestlers. Why are they good down in NXT? Because of Triple H, because he knows what the fuck he's doing. Why are they bad in WWE and they cut these garbage promos? Because Vince McMahon cuts them. That's why the Bella Twins are on top in the Divas division. That's why, you know, you have Roman Reigns. You know, The Rock helps him. It doesn't make him look good. The guy should be doing shit on his own. It's just sad that the way they build these characters. And WrestleMania 31, worst build ever. Maybe the payoff will be epic, but this is the worst build WrestleMania of all time. Anybody that has a problem with it, stick it up your ass. You know, I've been watching this shit as long as you guys. A lot of you guys have been watching since 2000. We've been watching since fucking the 80s, okay? I mean, really. We remember the Andre the Giants. We remember the Hogans and the Flairs and the Beefcakes and the Savages and the fucking Iron Sheiks and the Nikolai Volkovs and the Big Boss Mans and fucking One Man Gang. And we remember all these motherfucking guys. Okay? We've been watching for a long time. That's okay if you watch, you know, back in 2000. But we're traditionalists. We want, you know, it's called World Wrestling Entertainment for a fucking reason. There's hardly no wrestling. Roman Reigns can improve his wrestling, but he's a power man. And that his in-ring skills speak for him itself. He doesn't need to be on the microphone for 5 fucking minutes. This guy can talk for 30 seconds and put asses in the seats. That's how good Roman Reigns is. So, not going to waste any more time. If you follow what I'm saying on this video, NXT is the bomb. WWE, this whole entire roster is so watered down. It's not just, and people have their opinions, but I think Roman Reigns is watered down. They've watered down Seth Rollins to a T. That's why they brought Randy Orton back to elevate him. That's the only rivalry I want to see, Randy and Seth, Triple H and Sting. Bray Wyatt and Taker I don't give a fuck about, because Taker doesn't give a fuck. And Brock Lesnar doesn't give a fuck about building Roman Reigns, so why the fuck should I? Alright? Alright, see you guys later. Peace, and so to my channel.